We are don't come back till they for can talk about things when they happen. How we on sweet jazz alone. I know we we left for do them bad things them. We they feel most alone. I know we yard. Famul, this na you yard. Once say plenty thank you. So the one that will subscribe to the channel and we don't like, comment and share with video. And we want to say plenty thank you. So una will get the patience for go na YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, click with video them. Burn una credit for support we watch with video them. Who tell una plenty thank you. If you just to join me today, we want to say do ya press the subscribe button and then you press the notification bell. So anytime we post a video, you will be amongst the first people then we go get with video then.
Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe it to the channel. All waiting you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe it to the channel. All waiting you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. All right, another very, very beautiful good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It depends to the parts of the world where you find yourself right now and they watch we on this beautiful channel where we call Weird. Weird na a name where we call we own country Sierra Leone because we want to make everybody take a responsibility for make the country go good before. Well, you remember saying inside 2019, but 2 years from now, wow, Akon, remember that song there? Lonely. Akon a bad guy. It don't make caretaker don lonely. Akon promise we country streets lights, solar lights for we street, and he as well promise traffic lights for we country. What happen 2 years down the line? Akon say you know they give them thing there so again. Who said they meet up? Who said palaver come out? We can find out and know inside the program today. Well, Koinadugu districts elections them where been they go on over the weekend. If you don't know, but next then go get for council 1, 2 polling station, polling centers, whatever you call them now. But the result not still come out, so waiting the Apple that election day. We go get for see Italy constituency 110 where they do a rerun, or then go get for say let them look the one where you sabi how they can do it now, other than this not eligible, this now they can do it now, but we wait for see how the election go end up till then call the result because don't the people they know the cry foul. Hey, APC the cry foul, SLPP the cry foul. Well, would play foul now inside the game? We go can find out inside this particular program today. Plenty things then there for you. No go no side. My name na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. My brother when a Bible gonna be for join me it because of you yourself go do experience and now Some people themselves where they watch we in some parts of the world, now them Facebook account then they get some problem. They WhatsApp as well, they get some challenges them. If not truly we know. So I think Bible FM himself in that kind of category. Although myself WhatsApp not the work right now. Facebook self, if you watch, we not broadcast on Facebook today because we get challenge. But thank God we able for coming to na YouTube where we they talk to una. So right now. So if you just join we, make sure say you hit the like button, okay? Today I just the address me Fambulem na YouTube. Hit the like button and make sure say you share the program. Share them and leave your comments down in the comment section. If you're new to this channel and of course you get interested in the things that we talk about, please don't hesitate for just click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So anytime we will get where we post a video now, so you will able to get notification of the things them way of any video we post. Okay, this is a program we had. Now we go to the very first issue of the day. Few days ago, we been see Usai plenty people them na hill station be they cry say, well, one man don't go broke, they host them all because he say na get the one whole area. Well, amongst them inside that area, they will find out say schools them in the day, school picking in the day. Yesterday inside we program, we hear woman they talk about in own picking where he say police then go fire tear gas and live bullets we making picking them become traumatized na that particular area there. Well, some picking them don't come together with the chief imam in that area. They then do a video, they appeal to the government of we country for make a series in and talk to this particular person. We say na get a one whole area. But I mean then say law day for any citizen not forget past 2 town lot. Some of we will be the manage forget 2 town and half. Then they root the half now we and then say we not forget 2 town and half now 2 town. So how comes one whole person or one green person they get one whole area? One whole area. Now listen this video, they come back just now. Most of you now be don't see them, but in case you not do it yet, listen I will come back just now.
The community has total displaced them. And as you see the picking them, this now picking the way they go school, now this we community. And all them pick away they see so, now though we sleep with them. We sleep with them pick outside because we know they. By the name Mr. Alimu can displace over nearly to 801 or 1,000 people. Well, this area is not sorry, as you can see, if you turn the camera out so far, they see the building there. Nobody know the day. We all lay over here. And them pick here yesterday, then at school. Why is the police them? They don't know say school there because not to be lunch time. So then be the fire tear gas. One party teacher come out say, do them pick it and there and he really the money there yesterday. So he said for this word, the whole they say na obstruct. Then they na police station, Lumley police station about the 7 and this morning they don't call say they say them for appear court. So they hold them, they beat some them, even yesterday they hold one brother and I them beat them. Then go then get medically, deal with the pain. After I don't take medical, then come back, then lock yesterday, Abidede. So me and the chief imam of this community and the section chief imam under United Council of Imam, na section 8. And me represent this section I am under United Council of Imam. As you see them people are all, nobody no get place. Nobody no get place here. The house then they over. But nobody no get my sleep because soldiers then they're all about with guns them. As we know this country, small thing they fire and we not go want to pain people and lost them place them and they lost their life. So we just sit down mute, we not get nothing, no action because we know say people and they around the city or around the world wait there for take care of them kind of situation they are. So before we take the law now we decide for make this video send a wild word. The whole world let the people and see waiting they don't do in this community. And once more, being the chief imam, section imam of this community, I will say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alright, so now the issue that one day, right now with regards them picking in day, and their family. About 800 people them don't become homeless na that hill station community day because this one man say na in gets the one whole area. Well, the government need for tell we how that happen, and need for explain how that happen. Well, this way they try for talk. I don't mean any harm to any person, I don't mean any disrespect. But any government, this now about 1 week they go so now. For any government we put in people them at the top of an agenda, when then thing they also happen, it must come there and pull word for make people understand what they happen. Because this we need an interpretation from the government for making explain to we how comes one green person they go gather all the area is saying in get them. Well, this not the first time for we see school picking them they suffer with regards then kind issue they also of land business. We see one time being there, another 4 mile or 8 mile around the inside, and they are not actually remember the mile again. Where one man again, where they call Mr. Jallo, broke the one whole area. He said, I gets the back. He broke school where people them help with young salon brother, oversee people them help with young salon brother for build that school day. The wet man then go na the country, go build certain things them, help make the foundation, build beautiful school. At the end of the day, then broken one green day. That man, he puts a man pan frustration, traumatization, all them kind of things in there. Then he be done left in that position now where he not even able for talk to in partner them where we go help and for build the school because the first word then where then they tell them in country we come out, they not serious. This be even make he and his wife they get problem. Because upon all the kind of investment where they don't put for build that kind of school for the community, one green person grab and go broke the school. If you not prioritize school, education, business, then kind of thing they also know for the happen. I think even if now you land, you know when they don't do that kind of thing and this not school, we're not they talk about us, but school. When not for the community, even if you build your palace inside that place there, you need that kind of thing and they. Even if now estates that you build, you need that kind of things then they. You forbidden find way una can negotiate and see how best una can able for go into partnership for one day. Because now you get land, now then get in school. Let we see. But you go broke side where they say education for the picking them. But now we don't see this one, 800 families them na that area they don't become homeless. Look the kind picking them where they na that area they look where them plenty. School picking them. They all now afraid for even go now na the side where them they don't call their home. Because police they to German they with gun, tear gas, live bullets and all that kind of thing and they. Now whose kind society, whose kind community where we dey now? What really they happen? Na a police state, na Johnson state or na rebel state? We really want for know. Because if you do go and make mods na the world, say you country a peaceful, you country this, you value education, then kind alaki they also not for the happen inside the country. One great man or the gap, he go take one whole area. We know, yes, for some case then they we can see outside they can say land grabbing they happen. We know it happen. But what we know for say the one whole area, them people are some of them people are done they over 20 years, and you get the laws them where they try for tell you say where you then at some side for like 10, 20 years. Nobody no get right for evict you just like that. Nobody. As long as you don't did it, you know the parents to nobody. Because now that even make when some people then get a host, then get post where they say, "Can look this host for me." And like now 1,000 loans, you go to make that person they give you right paper for sure say now you na the rightful owner. But if that person they don't did it for 120 into almost years, you grab one grade they go pull and they say that you get the place. How what did it really happen? What did really they happen inside the country? This is really stressful. It's really pathetic. Okay, let's put that. It's sorrowful. It smells, it dirty and all thing. The country. Where we people there, we really call say now they get the country now they in front of affairs. Where they pray, let God make them get the country at heart. Let them begin think of the people them. They really get for begin think of the people. But again, the free education, as they go, then people then they become homeless. We see outside fire being a Susan's Bay, it been a Crew Bay. At the same time, people are really they suffer. That is not victim of a fire accident. This now a eviction victim then. All of them they are there. What think they really happen? hardness, strangerness, and sufferation. Angry boku. At the end of the day, you get the government ministers, the way they give people in back talk. How comes then they ask for food? How comes then they ask or they cry for hunger? Where the government they provide for all the one them where them picking and they go school $500. It's unfortunate that even the press secretary not able to explain what they mean by them they make a family and they save $500. But then they go left them for another day. When my brother they come, we go inside that particular thing day in another edition. But in the meantime, let we move and we go now Kono. Let we see what exactly they happen on that side there. Let we see what they happen on that side there with regards electricity business, with regards light business, because we find out say the issue of current, where people in the thief current, it all really or where people in the fuel or destroy government property, self don't turn another issue, big issue back at the end of the day. Let me just watch this video, and when we watch this video, we come and talk about how it affects we, the ordinary people. Let me forget say we not get light. But the fact that they put something there, you cut them, something happen, it tell on we directly, and even the cost we life them. In the meantime, let me go first and watch how we been talek when people then discover say other set of people then don't go destroy the transformer inside Kono. We'll come back just now. Please don't forget to hit the like button and share the program and leave a comment down at the comment section.
A big disaster back na Kono, EDC, EDSA na Kono. We don't get another big thief when they don't can't thief today again. They don't cut the copper cable through the transformer. Say na the engine room. They see that the transformer this so big disaster. Overnight they don't can do a big thief na Kono today. See the EDSA worker there. Then right now the power house are there so people in the camp for can watch. See the camp for can watch. The camp for can see the kind of trouble we have today. The main power cable and cutter. See, and the cable this, they call this cable also. You see, and the cable in a grosso. The cable in a grosso. They cut them where they go through this other cable also. Take up that the light on the system. So you see the power. So yeah, we get big problem today na Kono. And the power outside there so. Get the heads are worker then also. That old power house na Kono. Transformer now they don't can thief the copper, the cable. So these are the short. Understand what can get now so we'll come back. Salam alaikum. So brother, what do you see about this particular trade happening at Kono? So as an adjust?
It's like now but that's business almost safe on this.
That's it.
Really. Because this if now be extra active, don't talk something. Short side and call this cable here. Everything they do.
Yeah.
So it's like they want to let the entire township get black out. So this will go swear.
Oh, they swear.
I can't fool sister with the bring.
Inshallah by God in power.
Alright, so that's not the situation with regards issue Nakono. Alright, so now let's bring you some of you again go don't see the issue. Let me look at the thing, the danger where some of them transformer so. Where light not in a country, what's kind of problem where it cost we the citizens them. First of all, it absolutely wrong, it totally wrong, it is against everything for make any citizen they grab and go destroy government property. Remember say that government property the way you they go destroy now we property. Now that make we call this program we yard. If you know say this now your yard, not destroy them. Not destroy them at all. Some people they say if light they not inside and they people know they get that mind they for go and waiting destroy then transformer then they. But again, I go disagree with you on a small bit. You know why? Because some people in there, we get the know-how, we get understanding, we get a master sabi, or we know how to deal with them kind of things in there. Some people them don't get some training on how to do with them kind of electrical business in there. So, not to just any kind of Jack and Jill, they grab for go destroy them transformer in there. Now, possibly get experience. Because anyhow it be, if na net like Kono for example, where lights come from then 6 or 7 till 12, 1 o'clock. Sometimes then the lights can even day where people then they go and destroy them transformer then they. We know say in plenty cases them lights not can day, but in some lights can day. But even if light no dey, why you for destroy am? You dey give this government more responsibility or more reason for able for take excuse, more reason for able for the lie to you say na this and this and this make we not able get light. Now all the blame don't go now una head. Una wey dey thief am, una wey dey destroy them. And then if they use una as excuse, then we not get any option but for accept. But if you not destroy them thing and day, when they're not able for supply, then they find other side for take excuse. That thing they will hold them to account. But now all the how you call it, the evidence they everywhere. Whether now you do am now, now themselves go do am now, any IB, the evidence is there. So that day we're not able to escape that. So one thing where we can do as a good citizen, protect them transformer then day. And let you see how the government they disgrace. Because at the end of the day, they will tell you say they not get any excuse. Although they will come and tell we back, say like wetin caretaker Biobin say, the transmission lines they all na they Hamburg. We get enough power for supply the one whole country, but the transmission line there. It get for reach to that point say, and when we reach to that point say, we go tell and say, pa no, this not true. Because the last 10 steps, even when this whole transmission line the way they talk about so, now we use with the get light. But now, they don't left that talk there. Now, waiting at the talk. As you talk, so the thing when they talk about, you get some wicked people them, where they go and pull the transformer them, that to make lights not the day end, you see? And when election can end, then they use. But if you left them, and you see how then they go, you will able to forget the real part of them. That they not to any patriotic reason, citizen that day, where they go and do them things then they. Because I don't tell you now the last thing. If this transformer, it costs 25,000 leons. Yeah? When then they go buy them, it costs 50,000 leons. Because then they get the Hyundai. And to aid they always they make. When you come out there, you don't come pull them. Now they need for go buy and back. Until the last time they buy 25,000 leons. Now when they go buy, they buy 75,000 leons. And then they tell you say global, things don't long go up. And now, instead of the 25,000 when they buy now, or sometimes 5,000 add on top, now you don't give them chance for let them thief 50,000 back. So you know the help. You know they help anything. You did destroy me and you. You did make them the use waiting them for use other side, then they use them back now one side, and now then the benefit pass all. But all this because you give them chance for do that one day. You know the first government this kind of way. Because you did destroy the people them. Now la left to the thief where you thief. La tell you the danger part where this the cost. Now if light no day, it means say plenty people them they go for waiting generator. And not to all man sabi use generator. Now, na Kenima, we see video this morning where about what happened. 4 people them lost their life because of the generator fuel. Now, let's give you this thing. All of them things that it can come up and it can come on under the SLPP regime. I don't mean anything, but I'll tell you how it happened. Most of una be the listen 98.1. Then been get one popular voice day broadcaster we then call Ato Pratt. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Under Tijan Kaba in regime, Ato Pratt and in family about the 8 inside the house. Because then the light no day, then the light generator. So the fume, the smoke, the exhaust, the generator in fume. You know, that kind of thing where you inhale them, you don't even know. It's sweet, a mild, but very poisonous. You they take them in, you don't even know, so you they harm yourself. And it put you to sleep fast. As it put you to sleep, so the rest they do the balance now, and then you pass off. This now exactly waiting happen past the morning, like Ato Pratt, where lay son rest in perfect peace, then 10 and day. The person one picking where they be say day with time. Unfortunately for the picking, it not been day. Now income and see the kind of situation will happen. Now we see this one will happen this morning. Now Kenima, 4 people them because of this same exhaust smoke, generator smoke. So you see the danger where this thing where you yourself they do the cost. If you continue for do this, more people will continue for lost life because not all man understand. So man right now when you put your generator on do, then the thief and if they don't also then put her off. Then just the thief and by the time you defend something, say, oh, sometimes the generator don't go off, let you find light for go waiting now. You not go meet and they again. So you get calls now for letting the thief then generator there soon. And at the same time, you then make other people live. And at this same hill station, one situation, similar situation, now God now help them. This young man they inside in house with his wife. Then puts this generator. Unfortunately, the woman be already pass off. The man it take out it pull blood now. Now in struggle now, we're able to notice something. See how this thing they happen. It cost me and you. So please, una let for do that one day. Una not only they do the government, una they do una citizen, una company human being them. Una let we avoid them kind of things then they. Yeah? This na the program we had, and my name na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Please, if you just join we, hit the like button, and then what thing happen? You how they call them, share the program and leave your comments down. If you're new to this channel, please consider for subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Most times some people like a message we say, I know they get notification again. Oh. If you know they get notification again, let us see. All your phone right now, okay? Go to the right hand side. Yeah, right down at the right hand side. Also, if you don't press subscribe. You dey see just under the video, you dey see one bell. Touch that bell there. Then you dey see the word where they say all. Touch that one there. That means say any notification will come from this channel, you dey able for get them. Yeah? So please make sure say you always dey follow we and do the best, yeah, for because we still the try with best, yeah. So for make sure say we do the best things that we who want forget. Yeah, at the end of the day. All right, so quick one. Let me go inside Koinadugu district. Koinadugu district. Not forget to we can talk about Akon and in lights, in solar and street lights, where it say the Giwi, where we been get a whole discussion about around down there, a whole talk and do business. But waiting happen now, we go can find out waiting at the real cause inside this whole thing. First of all, let me go over to Koinadugu district as over the weekend. Then be all election then day. But first, let me relax and see how the campaign been select for the two party them. This one the low
No, no, boy, I will not say tomorrow.
right, okay. Now so it been like beautiful for see. Everybody be they enjoy. Everybody be really they get fun in your own camp, in your own political party rally. As then they try for past and different messages them. We been very, very unique. It been very, very good and nice for see. But at the end of the day, we find out say how it starts, not to so it end. But we can bring one video to you, and we honestly and kindly ask you for let you listen keenly to this video. One time in the some of una go all listen, but una not actually put her into context for let una see wetin dey happen. One time in the resident minister North, they talk about this particular election, and it talk about the strategy where they want for use, and this strategy is say the vote where SLPP go get, all man go shock. But we not been take am and not know what it will be mean. Like we been the try for see after the election, waiting na this strategy because it say it go talk am. But since it not talk am, we don't see the strategy them it come to reality. Okay, let we take we time and go back now the election. First of all, let we go and listen fine one to waiting it been get for say. Let we listen to waiting it been get for say with regards this particular election where it been do the interview on Wednesday before ever the election take place. So let we listen what he say. Then let we listen waiting how it been like the day for the election and waiting neck then say been get for say with regards to this election. When they come back just now.
We not go explain what you don't do. This forum, because the most important thing, we don't do assignment as members of the SLPP and people in CC. Now we have my test case for CC. If the development we don't bring a Koinadugu, people in the accept and people in the accept we, and people in they accept the president. Yes. So we don't bring so much development, as I've been telling you in earlier. Say, even the Tagron na Koinadugu. Now we, the SLPP government, can pay the contractor. Them be the fake people. They go give contract to somebody at the end of the day, not able pay the person. So we come and pay. We don't pay the contractors. Now, as I tell you, we don't do. We drive for do the electricity network na Koinadugu. So the poles are already don't erected. We don't erect the poles them. Don't we drive for past the cable network na Koinadugu, and people in the city development. And so we said they watch and see waiting the people and will pay you back, because the moment we don't hold Koinadugu, APC don't finish. So now make them say they go fet. Always then they think about Nana Togri. But we know you know within governance, you encourage Togri. Yes, because we not decent politicians, and we know say if we need the people, we go talk to the people. But the strategy we don't put in place, we not they pronounce until after the elections. I go tell you, you will see waiting at the outcome of the elections, because the people and promise faithfully say then go support, because they see the development, they see the benefits them, they see the love we all get for Koinadugu. For let push Koinadugu go before. After 11 years, they support APC, they not see any development. So the strategy we don't put in place for the Saturday elections, I know we disclose an aya until after the election, but I'm pretty sure say una go see positive result. Una go see positive vote for the Sierra Leone People's Party, where we all go believe. I know we're saying a shock, because we all they believe now say Koinadugu go totally fall in the hands of the SLPP. As I've been telling you, that's all been a push na Falaba district, because you know say Falaba and Koinadugu have been twin districts. So if we don't get Falaba, and absolutely we they get Koinadugu. So finally, we don't seal in that area before 2023. That's why we left with family, the Munku politicians, for let them go on social media and cause mamikos. Thank you.
This and one of the centers that we St. Balia under Ward 157. Me the ward coordinator for this ward here. I don't come at the center. You can supervise center to center. I don't come at the center. You can see. I don't meet none of my staff. I get 2 police stations there. I don't meet none of the staff there. I meet up talks them up to 8 by. I meet up them and I road them come on at the center balaya. So they don't destroy the center. They don't destroy everything. They see the place where fire, we see fire, the cage fire, the item there. But don't put fire up. So now the staff, I don't know their whereabouts. So this is the word is for reach the office, and then they want to see evidence of her at the center of this one. This is Saint Balia. This is primary school Saint Balia. If you can see, now the staff that want to know the whereabouts. So I meet up, talk to them. Up to 8 bikes. Then she don't inside. They should not by the bike. Then 3 so man should not by the bike. So they should not by bike 4. I'm not sure we are them. But this morning I see them outside. Where I ask them, they say they're from SLPP and come out. So then they chase center to center. So that's what that. All right.
The 2 by-elections at Ward 155 and Koinadugu District Council within the early hours of voting started with certain irregularities, as highlighted by Edmond Sylvester Alpha, NEC Regional Returning Officer South, who is on a special mission for the conducted elections.
Being in touch, I was in touch with the field operatives, our field staff. For instance, there was an incident report that came from one St. Balia in Ward 157, wherein I was informed allegedly that some thugs went to the center, they vandalized the center, packed all our materials, burned them down. And at the end of it all, our staff took to the bushes. We cannot produce results for those 2 stations at that center. There was also an incident somewhere, I don't know, I think.
During the tally process, there was an uproar between the 2 political parties, and this occurred after the SLPP representatives asked NEC to discontinue the process on allegation of voting irregularity. This is how the tally center in Kabbalah later turned into. This disruption lasted for over an hour, and it prompted this decision from NEC.
The entire survey of election results, and we will get back to the 2 respective political parties and all others concerned who serve the group next. And when they tell you who serve the group, we will inform you accordingly. But looking at the situation and the advice from the police, we cannot continue this process. The process is therefore suspended for further notice.
What is the take of the 2 political parties on this current state of affairs? Dr. Kelfa Mara, Acting District Chairman, APC, comments.
We are in the lead comfortably and the margin is wide, and we are hopeful strongly that we will win with a very, very large margin. But the challenge is we discovered discrepancies and you were there. Figures were altered, especially in constituency 046. A particular staff was caught doing that. He altered the figure and replaced it with another. And those figures we have changed, manipulated in favor of the SLPP. As we speak right now, the process has been indefinitely suspended, and next says they will inform us as to when we'll have the next round of tallying result.
On the side of the SLPP, Ibrahim Lakar, National Young Generation Leader, had this to say.
From the eve of the election, you also learned about the incident that happened at the chief compound. These are all signs, you know. And even on the D-Day, because I monitored the election at Neni Chiefdom, right? I monitored the election at Neni Chiefdom. At the far point there, between the border between Neni and that of Tokolini district, a group of boys, you know, from the other angle here, jump in, they attack the polling center, they vandalize the station and burnt election materials. I mean, these are all things which have been manipulated by the APC.
Before this fracas, NEC Regional Office supposed to have announced provisional result today in the district. whilst final results announced at the Commission's headquarters in Freetown. But with this recent development, would these schedules go on as planned? Abasise, AYV News, Koinadugu District.
Okay, so you don't see now, you don't hear it for yourself. What do you pick out of all of this thing? I deliberately be try to drive your attention to a particular thing. So what do you pick from this? Yeah, let we see your comments in the comment section because we want to know what do you pick out of the whole thing, you know, from the starting where I begin and tell you about the resident minister, now the North Abu, we tell we about the strategy, but he say they not go expose the strategy until after the election. Yeah. So on the election day, we begin see the strategy, the manifest itself. So it be obvious that it be really know waiting at them plan and all of them things they are so. So the strategy we then put, we then strategize and put them together, they're able to implement them at the end of the day. Now, the strategy is not about violence only, but rather now for repeat the incident will be happen na constituency 110. If them feel say the people actually they go against them, then they need for do something. Now they need for intimidate the people them. At the same time, they get for do what they call they implement a strategy where of course na violence. We see what don't they happen this being thing. Now Kenima, for example, who say to themselves, when you get this candidate, you get this candidate. Because some people not support this candidate, we see Usai this man they go on a hospital with him famble, then go attack him, curse him mama, do all kind of things. If that man not been be like Blacker, we been just they say yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, na true sir, then for beat him and damage him serious one. So this na part of the strategy. But it's unfortunate because I read this same man the talk say they're not to munku and they're not violent. They're not they train them people and for cause mamikos. But we see how waiting on the happen, especially in the election them. Now, based on waiting the happen at the young primary election them at the talk about so. The election, who that not support who that, then they beat them. They not care whether na imam, they not care whether na reverend. We see na Wellington waiting happen, we see na Kenima waiting happen, we see different parts them waiting happen. We see Kailan where they go do election day because independent candidates go and they get supporter. We see whether Mami in one game boy picking go lost in life day. Who that cause them? Who that cause them? Now the same set of people them we not mix, we not they train them people them for any of them things they are. Of course, they talk something. Then are the government of the day, and then not go sit down and allow lawlessness for happen. It simply means say when they notice say you want for team up strong, now that side you lawless. When they notice that you want for the watch them, put your them in anything, you lawless. And interestingly, when they say they not they encourage lawlessness, the police, the soldier all day. We see who sign at that same election day. Then they run after big man, not Sabuda Nadan, the one Mr. Dr. Maraz, them they call him, run after him, slap and other things them. We see that same election day, this strategy they work. On the day of the polling, then take motoka drive, go inside polling center with campaign material them until where people them come out and begin do other things them. Where to me again, that thing stuff where they be do for begin knock not be nice. The police be there, but the people not trust the process. The people not even trust the police. When they go inside the motoka, waiting and find inside the motoka, lot of weapons them, cutlass, knife and other things them. But it go inside the polling center. Waiting it go do day on that polling day where you're not supposed to go there with campaign materials. Now then we see the how you call this the PPRC, the NEC, they try for downplay this thing. NEC at the end of the whole thing say the election have been Koinadugu been peaceful. Where of course it not been peaceful and at the end of the day then cancel two polling center results them. We make 10 now they're not able to call the result. So waiting peaceful at the end of the day. You see how the reggae they play? You see the strategy? This not just rehearsal. Now like waiting Leon Star go do. Where they go play, friendly match. This not a friendly match in the place. So the election, I repeat, the election, this not the same strategy them. When they notice that this not area of the opposition, waiting and they do, then they make sure say they put a lot of police and soldier man at that area there, where they dress fearful one, for make the people them na that area they afraid for go vote. whilst na their own side, it could be very relaxed because they not get that tension there. And the second thing they do, their own side, when they notice say any opposition, party, how you call them, party observer than they, or how you call them, party agents than they, then go make sure say then set confusion where go make it's either police arrest them, pull them na then scene then they all, or then do something where go make them run away. Then not then go they starting. Observer then can watch, they say everything okay, they report, but they not go to the end of the polling. This is the strategy for the 2023 election. I am confident, and I don't see them. We can always tell you, say, waiting with the talk, now waiting in the talk. If I talk about strategy, not to me talk, not to me making, now waiting the minister talk. So waiting, then the talk, now I'm with the talk. Anyway, if you just join me inside the program, make sure say you hit the like button and then you share the program, please. We got plenty people, 369 people where they watch right now. Make sure say you hit for the like button. Thank you very much. Hit for the like button. Let me get about 200 likes of you where they watch the program right now. And also my brother than there, we're not going to like the program, but still, welcome. Thank you very much, yeah? Continue for day with me inside the program. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button for we, okay? Thank you very much. If you don't touch the like button, not touch them again. I just want him per program, okay? So hit the like button now. Let me can go now on the big issue of the day. We can begin with Akon. Yeah, this in 2019, waiting may happen. But we're not going to go into the next part of the story of waiting at the recent thing will happen until you give it 200 likes. You understand, eh? So if you're there with me, my name is Nasembe Pierre, the Freedom Fighter. This is your noble station, your noble channel where we call Weird. And Weird, na name where we call our own country, Sierra Leone. We lovely president, we call him caretaker because a day for take care of that particular power day, for we the people then, with no meaning any disrespect, now that make we call him caretaker. All right, if that be the case, we move. If we did together, we move. All right. So we go now to another issue. Yeah, we get for do with lonely. I have nobody out of my own. Akon. Then get one word say con. You know con man. Akon. And caretaker bio that they meet up so. The two na how we call themselves? The two na Juman. Well, who that go make in company only and in company another water? Akon dey smart, caretaker bio dey back is smart. Once na per money business. We can see now waiting at the thing. But first of all, we go first and see how this whole thing been talek when caretaker bio they end up for meet up with Akon. Anyway, logo, we come back just now.
I've always loved Sierra Leone. Speaking to the president today actually motivated me a lot more. You know, he's a very smart guy. He definitely understands Africa. He understands Sierra Leone, and he understands the future where Africa needs to be. You know, meeting with a lot of the younger presidents that's being elected now has been really motivating, you know, because my biggest challenge was getting presidents to understand the vision. And with him, we speak the same language, you know. We pretty much have the same thought process in mind, so I think he's going to do very, very well for Sierra Leone.
I mean, this is a world star, an icon for young people who's interested in energy, light, and everything. I mean, he has shown interest in coming to Sierra Leone to support the president's vision.
Akon has his Akon Lighting Africa initiative, where he's been going around the continent providing solar street lights in major cities. Akon has agreed to provide Sierra Leone with 5,000 solar street lights and 2,500 traffic lights to light up Sierra Leone.
He is interested in helping us through his Light in Africa project to donate street lights to our country. He's also interested in supporting the free quality education. At emerged that he just signed a deal with Microsoft.
Around the world, Sierra Leone is one of the countries that's always mentioned when you mention Africa. You know, oftentimes it's mentioned because of the diamonds. But people don't realize how much of a diamond in the rough Sierra Leone really is. And I think in the next few years, we'll be able to create programs that's going to open up that light for Sierra Leone to shine like a diamond, yes, for sure.
I wanna go na 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 na. I wanna go na 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 na. We gonna go na 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 na. Hey, Akon, 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 mother. Now then they can give we 5,000 lights. Now then they can give we 2,500 lights. Akon. Akon, you don't kick betters. Akon, you kick betters, Pamada. What's the problem with it? Akon, what's the problem with Mada? Good businessman where they open the country. You look in country, you promise and then you turn and down. What's kind of fake business this? Wait on. What's not been the deal, sir? What's not been the arrangements? I don't really understand. Akon, they can provide 5,000 solar lights and then they give you 2,500 street lights. Interestingly, every country with ABF force, the last government from where they flash free with lights na girls school and the lights. Na all young. Then they car. They begin make the last government and just make this fake business, this and that. Right? So they can put 2,500 street lights all over. And interestingly, the time when they put up in December. Now they say then they start everything. By April this year, then for don't install all things because they say they don't make enumerator. People where they go around for go assess the whole thing. People where for go out, go see how the area turn. How for make the street lights they able Akon not really try. Akon not really try. And interestingly, caretaker will pay a lot of money with in team. They all, as you can see, then a deputy finance minister, the misinformation minister, and the press secretary Keke Thomas and he, including himself, they all pay beaucoup transport. We want to entourage. Pong, then go. For no more, let them go take 5,000 and 2,500, 7,500 lights, streets and solar lights. Akon agree. But wait, we've been talking now, so before even they don't come police secret, we've been talking say, Akon na con man, caretaker bio na con man. Akon no go sit down, caretaker bio only another water. So the agreement where they all two been agree, the thing where they been agree on, caretaker bio no one live up to your expectation. Now Akon say, okay, now maybe say I not say again, I not mix again. Now Akon dodge. Now that boss, that thing all way for make we country fine. With 5,000 street lights for them, the one all over, now the one all city and including the highway them, where for them make we really good. I mean, they really look forward for that light day. Akon just come out no more like sleepful customer. They say no mix. This kind of thing this. Now, for let them even talk about a very difficult. Now, let's see what thing they happen. All the thing and the way they talk now, the thing and the way they fly like border. The girls and they say, okay, let you know say no more. Waiting the caretaker they go for, and not they miss. Where they go, in the car it things them back. Now he say, we don't go get this thing. We don't meet with Akon. We very opportunist for meet with Akon because Akon are this kind of world leader, this kind of young man where they inspire young people them. So he see the kind of way how the caretaker they work, he admire the caretaker and he say he really ready for work with the caretaker. So wait to make Akon not admire him again. Alright, now we see the caretaker they fly. Every day they meet different investors. Every day they meet different people. Every day they meet different caretaker them. Every day they meet different conference. Even conference where for do through virtually, they go physical and Jan. He say they get money pass. They pay transport to go. And they bomber. They go. They don't begin go they come. Now they don't begin tell me about different projects and back. So interestingly, the press secretary being there na Radio Democracy this morning. And then they talk about the caretaker in Waka Waka, where you go na UN and other things then. And they try to tell me now about how this in Waka Waka will benefit the country. Then the journalist be smart enough for say, But this waka ya, you be don't talk about some plenty time, and you don't talk about different things. Then. First of all, let we hear where they ask him, whose benefit with this waka or almost this waka they cost the country. He said that's not very important to. Let we listen, waiting Keke Thomas and the being get for say.
But I think the important thing is that it is not much the figures. It is much about what this trip mean to Sierra Leone and what President they bring come. So for instance, when we go na United States, we go na Harvard. Harvard part of what we pull come at the fact say the Bionic Center where they na MIT. Now they don't choose Salone for benefits from a 24 million grants with Engi for open a center now for give people prosthetic limbs. What I think is very important. Equally at the same time we go, President gets engagement with GP, where GP don't say now that's the Global Partnership for Education. Where they don't say now, then go give Sierra Leone about 22 million for benefits for education. So therefore, it tell you say when President they go, it is not much number where they go with. It's what not the importance of watching the President they go.
Normally, where presidents can come out and trip here, Mr. Sandy, who can get you can't talk so much about promises them, where certain world leaders them or prominent people in the world can meet to the president and make to them. But for less, some of them promises there come to actuality, let the people really see them. It can be challenging. I can use Akon in promise as a case study where it be meet with His Excellency the President talk about solar lights them and up till now then they know able for happen it. And if President they spend such kind of money for going to then kind of conferences there meet with people them, the people them money they use and they expect say wait till they go as talk about before they happen. We think can bring them delay there for bring them promises there so we can come back and tell the people that this is the make the President they travel.
Well, like I say initially, when President they go, President they engage by boku in them. There are people who President they go engage when a private sector people who want invest in Sierra Leone. Because of the confidence we then get to President, then he always try to engage President for see how themselves who can contribute. So people always they engage President in good faith. It's just that sometimes when them meetings they cannot happen, the engagements the way don't make, for instance, you talk about issue about Akon. The program starts, Akon gets good faith for come invest for do the traffic light now. But along the line, there are issues regarding the agreement. Because remember, say when you get those discussions, it starts first with understanding of what you want to do. But then you never forget a legal framework around what the policy one can do. So the policy in your investment will be protected, but also government will protect your interest. So therefore, government or president or the country not go into any agreement or any program or no say we country at the end of the day we go either pay more than necessary or we not go benefit better.
So there are two for the Akon agreement.
So the case for the issue for the Akon agreement was that when we go good faith, Akon one car for can invest, for can do the traffic light, which was very good. But then along the line there were issues regarding the content of the agreement. Waiting for day inside the agreement. So because we not finalize the agreement there, we're not able to transition from the traffic light commitments where they make to the agreement. And you not go fault person where it travel like president for go and get somebody for come better in country. Because every president wants better in country. Well, like I say, there are challenges in terms of content of agreement, you understand? Which are the understanding where they forget agreement. So but because they not finalize that one day, so that they don't put on all fours.
Akon Ruby, Mother Biobo, waiting at the content. So waiting at this content. You see, a long time ago, we don't tell you now about this content. They don't get agreement. But waiting they said agreement and they don't agree on. Wait. Waiting Akon be once from we. For say, then people here talk and can enjoy the deal and the deal the country. Then with the hearing no more, all time with the hearing and they say, then they give me grant. All time with the hearing and they say, then they give me grant, now free. Then you go hearing back then tell we say, hey, they don't promise we, now free. So waiting at their agreements they are so. If Akon like we country, he say they give una. Waiting Akon because I not say they say and go and come. Waiting at this thing where Akon want and waiting caretaker be no agree we make because one thing we I know say the agreement not to only to caretaker bill it be to Akon. Because like when them be hot for this street lights, they hot for this solar light, yeah, they're ready for going to anything. But waiting at the problem, Usai Akon and caretaker bill don't meet up, we make the head not able for jam again together. We make that beautiful smile where you see, that beautiful smile where you see so right now. Watch Akon, that beautiful smile where they smile so. Waiting make the smile change to frown. We be know. Akon no go grille the man only under water at all. So instead of that, they expose them back. But waiting at this thing, something really they baffle me right now. Because if you say I promise you something, it means say now I give you. So waiting at this thing now, for say when they say I give you something they where this man they get tip one with a big kind cake. So and I go prefer for let we buy than they say that they give you. So most of this we get for be very careful. Most of the grants when they say they give and a free cup we get for the ask question, waiting then they get in return for them grants there. Now you see the reason why we country not to we all leaders them they run them. Policies, decision, not to we all leaders them they take them. You get for look into the issue like the International Monetary Fund, the other things, then the IMF, the World Bank, this and that. Now then they control we country. Waiting and talk na NF court. Because if they not take waiting IMF and World Bank and other people that they advise them, they're not going to give them money again. And in terms of with strategic position them, financial things them, you know, in terms of with decision making, still not just cabinet and decision, but all waiting in a cabinet they know. Because all waiting in a cabinet and they can't concur to them, and then they take then get the final say. All of the projects and when they try for implement so, if IMF, the World Bank, the EU and others no say yes to that, nothing will happen. So we just sit down now like empty, empty vessels. We just sit down empty one. Okay, like when they say, I give the cow, me hold the rope. Then they give all the money, and interestingly, all of them money also where you see that they say, we give them now free, we give them now free. Any money where they give to the government, then they send person behind that money there. And waiting at the thing, the person where they send as consultants, they get big time money from that one day. In salary, they big, heavy. So if you look at the end of the day, then consultants, then people, the experts already they put back behind that money they don't take half of the money for go. They left half now for let them do them things then. But because we now our goat, our timbele, our goats, we always want, we know they get control of them. Now like when you get your family, yeah? You papa, now you know car, and able for provide for himself. It just able in party for lay the game. You tell me true. When a camp and decision making, if papa go able for take decision. If he camp and camp, that you party, they even go tamper with you picking, you got picking a house. You no get one word for tell them. You know they pull on those. If we don't see they happen. In other words, you picking a house, it means say all of the one they how they come so now with the give, then get big stake where then they take go back. Now that makes some of them they send back, then they own company them in the name of mining company, this company where they come back, and then they can get some kind of weak agreements where they make, and then they take all go back. We now we get everything, the richest in the world, but yet still we are poor, we are beggars. So now the same thing is not just an exposure, not just exposing the whole thing in this. If you tell we say, I give you this thing are free, because we know, yeah, most of the case, most of you waking give you something, when they promise we say, hey, I give you this thing, tell me for you real. You they tell we waiting for do. Now give me. If you want can dictate back what to do inside this channel, take your money, take your all thing, go, we don't mix. Now like what we go say, we editorial guidelines, waiting with the put, we content what we put now so. Now we they determine which one they come out. You go get your video, you get your audio, you get your document. You can send them to we can watch them and see if it good for go out or not. Because tomorrow now, then they ask question. So tomorrow, if them people have value, we know they know say now we get for ask them question, not to IMF, World Bank, and other people who they ask question, they go know waiting for do. But because they know say they're a big guy, money can buy anything, so they not get anything. Now we don't begin see. Say some of them things they are then grants out then they give you so. We get for be very careful with them grants there. We really get for be very, very careful with some of them grants there. Where every day then go come. This person say they can't build factory now. The factory there where they don't build now the month. It plenty. The job the way they don't create it plenty. From the first time we caretaker Bioka, it's a 2 million jobs for Sierra Leoneans them. Say now we not give you 1,000 job it. Say now, look where the youth send Boku. You say human development or human capital. You take the university student, you pull in a quota. You take the waiting them, the picking them way before say 5-10 years, maximum 10 years. Now you take way before so that picking it take 12 years, 6 years primary, 6 years secondary school. So you interestingly you simply try for tell we say you don't get for day again. Waiting and pass no man on the business. Develop the one that we don't reach at the peak for come and take job now. But you say no, we catch them young. Catch them young is nice. But what about the one that we don't always reach where they struggle now for get what they want? Anyway, hit for with the like button. Hit for with the like button. Yeah, if you appreciate the program. Another force you. Yeah, me not okay take a bio or Akon. If you they admire the program, you like the program, waiting they come out of the program, hit for the like button. Let me see 250 likes now, please. Let's see. Let's begin go. 1. Of course, this guy can't for better himself. Let's see waiting on some of the few messages them. Please, 250 likes, 180 already, 81. Please, 250 likes, please. Let me go. To be honest, I voted for good change, but these people are liars. I do not know for tomorrow, but for now, all politicians in Sierra Leone are all fake. They're just talking blah blah black sheep. Have you any will not true? I'm not sorry for calling him Masi. Jempizo, yes. Last year, Marukuma, that is true, my brother. Okay, Mohammed Ali, say Akon in project they na the pipeline. Exactly. You know, say pipeline most of the time now. So they like pipeline. This government, the parties have like pipeline business. Okay, last year the one that we come up with issues them. This one for me say yes. The IMF and World Bank policies have great attachment to our development. Exactly, it gets really great attachment to development, and at the same time, they determine everything. Not that we're not able for raise fund. That's an interesting thing. And JJ Safabi they work in a World Bank. Yeah, yes, and not everything. Then see waiting at the problem of the country. JJ Safabi get like leakage for the country. So now, based on if you watch. The caretaker tell we inside in 3 years media tour say JJ Safa na go speak on the the finance business because JJ Safa na in the brain behind the SLPP manifesto. In the brain behind the manifesto. So when it comes to all the strategy them isabi, that is why you see JJ Safa placed in a very better way. But the thing now. They know all of them things in the end. They notice say we all local revenue do for take care of the country. In as much as they say the last government damaged the economy, but they know all waiting may happen. Then sabi all the old stem, and then we get a better way for able for redeem we. But when they come inside, they lost focus. Then think of waiting gather rather than developing the people. Then think of themselves first. Because then they think now say, if we lost this opportunity back, it would be difficult for we come back. So then therefore do all they can do for make them able to get themselves. Like you remember, I like to always make reference to Joseph Sano. Joseph Sano say, caretaker any audio, he say caretaker bio, right now not they bill us, and not they buy mutuka, and not they do nothing. It just they gather the money they keep up. He say, caretaker be not full, they gather the money, they keep them. For the time they say, jig, they get to side, they go safe. That's not exactly what we see. The way how this caretaker they travel, if you watch, the travel way don't travel, if you take all the money then you put them together, it don't do for like we create big factories them now we country. Because like the other time when they travel for go na I call them Lebanon, for example, they know they spend nothing less than $100,000 or $200,000 for private jets for just one way. $200,000, nothing less than that. And we see also he spend, like 10 million, according to African Express, about $10 million. All of them things in there. So if you look, you put all of them things in there together, you find out, say, things go really good for we country. But like caretaker Bio say, let we pray for let God give we leader. We go get the country at heart. Because it definitely no say, it not gets the country at heart. He say waiting again, let we pray for leader, we go move we forward. Because it no say, they don't fail we. Kamarimba begin talking 100 days in office. He said, this government don't fail we. Indeed, this government don't fail we. If from 100 days, they don't begin misguide themselves, misdirect themselves, yeah, from that thing, from day one, till 100 days, and they blame the last government. Till 4 years, and just they blame the last government. Upon this kind of money, JJ Safa went to parliament, he tell we say, the money where they don't get, the last government not get half. The last government, they talk about 43 million. Why is them they talk about 340 something million where they don't get in just 1 to 2 years? We mean say, if even them don't meet all, then for not able for make the all cover and put it on top of the all with all of the money. Every day they get money. Because then a smooth ride to the partner, to the donors them. The donors then they get easy access to anything where they want. So then they give them money. Because they know say, not only money, now they make them stupid. And when they give them the money, now so then they fool and then they lost themselves. Now, they know say, election time they come. And they need for get themselves in power. So now then they do all kinds of things, put all kinds of strategy in place for make sure say, then stay in power and then continue for stay in power. It is left with you, Sierra Leonean. Sometimes they, not to dance, they pull person in power. I vote from my heart. Wait on the day for election. Go vote. We see for Solomon Berewa, SLPP pull crowd pass APC. But yet still they lose the election. For Marabio, APC pull crowd pass Samura. Yes, Samura pull crowd pass Marabio, but yet still he lost the election. So let we see. Dance for them and vote who say you want. I be like that slogan the way people in they say. Now for dance, no wait no more for election and need to improve them. So if not for dance, no wait no more for election. Let's see what thing they happen. Anyway, I think say I just can't for do short term no more. This is not short term I can do. I just can't do short time. I don't do long time. I do short time. Yeah, so if I don't do short time, interestingly, the people already watch right now 444. 444 now they watch right now. Yeah, 444. Okay, 45 now. Thank you very much. Now don't give me 214, but it still left more. Follow get 250 likes. Yeah, if you admire the program, thank you very much. Just give it the likes. I was thinking Bio was going to do all what he enjoyed in UK. No, not for do something. I've been telling you yesterday. For live in a civilized community, not mean say you civilize. No. They can be say they live in a developed country, but they're not developmentally oriented. You know, for talk and for put into action, are two different things. For talk easy. Then we get what word on the talk, but talk na free Panadol na be 1 block. Now not 1 block. Talk na free Panadol na 1,000. So in other words, they tell you say for talk you don't mean anything. Now for put into action. So this government good in talking, good in putting the right thing at the plate. But when it comes to implementing it, they don't sabi. This economy where they talk about so right now things don't tangle so much that they're not able to get excuse again. All the thing where they tell you say now, this 500, dollar we caretaker be talk about. Tomorrow they go into that one day. They're not even able to explain what they mean by people and they get $500. The number one person where they put paper and pen for let the caretaker come up to the public, not even for able for defend that. We will come into that one day tomorrow inside another beautiful edition of the program where we call Weird. What's all the money we build the talk don't go with all the money waiting it don't do where people the gladdy bar. Well, I don't know, but I see some people in the gladdy, especially when it comes to election. Been telling us say when it comes to election, I don't think they say we people and they happy. See what happen at Kabbalah, you see them with the gladdy, the dance. Then we wait and see. Election they can the big one. Yeah, big one they come. Alright, let me see this other one. On a not being tell we this at all. On a say Akon they give we free. Well, now that they say Akon promise for give we free. So waiting at the content now inside there, we not able for know. Now this content now they don't hide per way, but we know waiting at the thing. Akon not go allow them guy there so only an hour. After they don't can make big mots, they don't talk boku. Then they want can make the man put in panati. And they agree. Akon not the green fight, they don't left themselves per way name. Let me see. My brother, nothing is free. Don't talk. Koronko. He said, you guys told us that we are going to get it freely. There was nothing about investment story. Now contents on the door. Now now agreements. Now real business. Oh, let me see. Mahmoud Conte. He said, this government na Pinty and Panta people there. Pity, pata, coming down, Akon no they come na the country. Because they want for only and it too smart for can't give up like that. Anyway, he left 25 people for let me get 250 likes. Please give me 250 likes. Thank you. Richard White Tarawali say the only solution will be a change for getting the SLPP and the APC. They have wrecked this country. Well, this is what they try for say now. APC, interestingly, SLPP na inborn APC. Now out of SLPP, APC come out. APC don't rule, they're not waiting. SLPP don't rule, they're not waiting. Then you find out say APC, SLPP begin rule. We don't see any tangible thing where they put a structural thing. I find out say APC in terms of structural infrastructure, then really they put things to let people see. Look at everything around you. The big things that we see where you go say this is government property, now the country property. Let you see. But at the same time, that don't mean say they are good. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't mess up big time in so many areas. Yeah. Now we get one thing. This government and the SLPP, they're like one word when a pipeline. Look at the last government, Tijankaba. Every time we told them say it in a pipeline. Every time they told them say in a pipeline. You see? So then still, why it's APC, then they do the thing and then they thief. Then they do then the thief, then they table pipeline. Then APC the thief, but then they do small. So if we say that we get a change, well, it left to the people of the country for decide whether they want to get a total change. But the question now, who that's not the total change? You look at NGC, come out of waiting, SLPP. You look at who that again, who's party day? UDM come out of two. It come out of PMDC and it come out of APC. And PMDC come out of SLPP. You look at Kamarimba and party, it come out of APC. Look at all the party except one. When I UP, when I call them Femi Cludio School, where I never sabi political party for them except UP. But they all come out from these two parties. So how we go get a change? Whose party now? We go say this person where they lead this party very clean and not be done mix. This one. Dennis Bright can always talk very big, but he not be the Minister of Sport under SLPP. Kade Yumkela, of course, we see what it happen. So who that's not the person? So it's not about the party, it's about the individual. Let me look now and screen the people the way they lead them party there and know what thing we for doing are the best thing. Look who that this party put, look who that this party put. We put them a scale, assess and see inside the scale they go. We go for the person when are the best. But if we say change the party, I don't think say it possible because any party we set up right now come out of them two party there. Trust me. Lastly, not to the leader them na the problem. The problem na the public because now we no one's change. Marvin Banks exactly. Well, the change we can always make mistake but we change because we not can ask question. Like caretaker be ask we say whose kind of change we want, but we not being catch up. Then we say no, you decide for we now can give it new direction. The new direction, the change we out now, nothing from better to worst. Or from worst to worst. You understand? You get that? From worst to worst. The thing is just they go from bad to worse. You understand what I mean, eh? Let we go. Momoka Bo say no good politician no they work. Wait, na the wall. Okay, I think he wants to say maybe 0.0000001%. Okay. Abbas Paul Kuruma say we tire with this new direction. Komboko. Okay. We tire with this new direction. Waiting. Kombolo. So like APC they work and thief, but SLPP the thief and thief. Well, that is it. Because look here, Sheikh Stephen not a very good politician, a very bad politician according to people that we been Sabiam. But he put things the way people they see where will the benefits stay now. The stadium, the this and that, call them number now. All of the thing that we see. Yeah, now in own side come out. So let we move. Not to that area they will come for today. Marvin Banks said today we go cry one down and later we put other one and later thing become worse and worse. You know, Emerson been tell you say yesterday better pass today. The last government we been say it better pass Anes by Kroma. Well, now so the music been say. But when we go, we cry, say, hey, think stronger, we angry. So lombo no go sidoya, so far boku. Now we say, okay, let's try another, let's try posting. Post where we don't get experience. Not knowing that the experience have been the bad experience been get. Now I can put mother bill. Now we sing say, yesterday better past today. You know exactly what I mean, eh? Okay, let me move. This one from Bangua Kaba Moses say, I promise. Okay, we don't get 137. Please, I still need me 250 likes, yeah? This one from Banks Kaba Moses say, I promise una this election na Koinadugu in kind like 2018 election, we get 103% a year. Okay, we wait for seeing. Cabo Ibrahim, so sometimes they were a mistake, but una wait una not take offense, so yeah. Cabo Ibrahim, so he say me fumble them like let God direct we the right way for make we get good leader, but it not really easy for we na this we country as so. Exactly, it really not easy, difficult because the leaders them right now. Now, like when you get your relationship right now, you get new relationship. You don't know if this person really love you or not, or it can because of a reason. Now like this, they don't come and give you all kind of beautiful sermons. Say they're able for do them, where they can now blame game na end campaign and begin for tell we say wait till you see where you outside, not till you meet where they inside. Would I ask you? You be know all the thing. You pretend as if you sabi everything. Then I can't tell you wait till you see. Anyway, let me move. Edward Lamin say, as for me, sleep governments bring lights, name me village na Manoa. And okay, because I don't really understand it, don't delete them. Okay. Adam Adlove say, my brother, this guy are not afraid of God. Okay. Kagbo Ibrahim, so he say, any president we can get in your own life, but this man don't pass mark now. If we look at the free education side, now we they pay pass we not get free education. Now so you look like who? Then go tell you at the global. Yeah. Then tell you things stronger all sides and so that then they explain. Check it tomorrow for Kekotoma, the rest of the thing we then do, yeah. Let me continue for see David Maras say, I thank you guys for taking your time sensitizing our people in Sierra Leone. I like your program and I take some time out of my busy schedule to watch you guys. Thank you very much. God bless you. Continue not only for you watch, share on to other people so they can able to come and benefit. Yeah. Let me see this other one from Idrissa Mansare. SLPP don't fail this country. SLPP don't fail this country, but well, that's what it look like. But according to them, they still not fail it. Then they're on the right track. If not, like, go argue with one no more. But the thing no more, what they tell you now, some people they want to argue with it. One, they will really they support this government, this failed government. Una can allow them for just argue. When they talk, calm them down and ask them question. They know the answer none. But if they argue, then begin Allah, you say begin Allah, una all they lost the track. Then it's like for say waiting and talking at the right thing. But just put them down and say, okay, I agree. Now, waiting at this, who stand this, waiting at this, waiting happen, this, they happen. Then they able answer none. If not like, look at the press sector, they able answer question. Instead, the Minister of Information, the Minister of Trade, before they answer question, then they attack your personality. If not like, watch our program back, where AYV then do what we put on our channel. Before they answer question, then they attack you. And when they attack you, if you get one match, you follow them with the attack and not they go to the issue. So then they waste all of the time, they don't say anything. Let me continue. Marvin Banks say, why BO no go reduce a minister them salary and use the money for open factory for the youth them because the youth them vex and that make thief bokuna salon. It's not go ever possible. Not go ever possible. Interestingly, I tell you this again. We there in what we call austerity measures, but this government they hide that. Then deliberately no one for come and talk that one day. This kind of Ganganese, this kind of way our money not there, this all them kind of things and they we there in austerity measures. But then the fear for come and pronounce them because they know say when the last government been pronounced them, they use them against them. So they not go ever do that. Instead, now we the people then go pay the price. Because they not go cut down nothing. Let me see. Majid Malik say then get the solution exactly to the problem. Then, but if you ask me, then don't add upon the problem. Then, well, interestingly, then they tell we say, the first year they use them for identify the problem, and then say, you see the people then sabi talk identify the problem a part of solving it. So they don't identify the problem, but from where they identify the problem, 1 year you go 10 out they not find solution. They not put solution. They're not able to solve the problem at all. Okay, let me move. Let me see this one from Ibrahim Kamara. Say this government is failing because we never appreciated what God did by using EBK or the APC to Health Development Salon. Okay, no fine. Okay, but I feel say if the people not satisfied with something, then just get for talk. Yeah, this is politics and everybody wants to move. If the people they're not satisfied by the end of the term, in the first 5 years of Ernest Bai Koroma, he do extremely well. But running down to his second 5 years, he relax. And if the people they're not satisfied with him, then just get for vent out the anger. And now that's exactly they do. Now like the SLPP under Pakaba, when the people in vex, when then talk say angry bokun, you know what in SLPP do? Then take rest. When they begin crying, say then thief rest and this, now then take rest, put her on top trailer, begin go and scatter and people them. People then vex more and vote them out. So when things they become other, people then just get for talk. In as much as Ernest work, he do extremely well in the first time, but the second time he relax. Okay, let me move. Bangura Kaba Moses say this happened this morning. The man who was on 98.1. Exactly. Now Keke Thomas and not to no more. The minister and the Minister of Information and Minister of Trade on AYV as well and do the same thing. Now that's what they do. Any small thing we then see. Now I find out say this government now the opposition. Then the oppose pass all thing now. And then the attack pass all. Okay, let me move. This other one from Cabo Ibrahim say why with all the promise then for the waiting. All the promise for the mining sector no work. From where Africa Mineral shuts down, say now we're not able to get good job in this country. Well, then get this abiu. Imagine Malik say lots of identify the problem like for real. Them people they are na clown. Exactly. They don't use them, they don't identify the problem. Now we see this. Muluku Sulaiman Bangura say we need a national agenda. It doesn't matter which political party is in power. The national agenda must supersede any party manifesto. This could be a first step. Exactly. I think a very bright one. Let's think of this, yeah? Let's note this down. I think it makes sense. It really, really makes sense. It really makes sense. Mulko Suleiman. It makes sense. We might get time where we go discuss this one now with Blue Mind program, yeah? It makes sense. I like that. Let's continue for read. Mawan Bang said the next election no go be funny because SLPP no one go and APC want the power so bad. I see big wahala. Adebayo say anyway, na way. Adebayo say anyway. Anyone, okay, sorry. Adebayo say anyone we don't work with SLPP go pay for waiting they all do. We no good. Okay, well, now then we see you. All right, one more to 250. Please give me 250 likes now. As you give me so, I dey pull them. As you give me so, I dey go rest. Last stretch. As you give me so, I dey go rest. Momo Kagbo say, listen to this politician won't. Wonks? Momo, waiting and they listen to this politician wonks. Okay, let's call and so. Thank you very much. You don't give me 250. Woo! Thank you. Okay, so we program the come again tomorrow, and tomorrow we come very, very hot because tomorrow we talk waiting and talk. And most of the things that we don't talk where we can't talk about, you could all hear, but you don't put it into context. Just like today, we put it into context for you tomorrow. Yeah. So join me again in another beautiful edition of the program. Last week, this person say, think it for Tranga pass this in the next 5 years to come because Salon people them still they sleep. Okay, Momo. I mean I say 252 likes. Yeah, thank you. This one say Gold Shine. Good night. Thank you. Bye bye. I mean Majid say thank you guys. Okay, thank you all for like. We sorry to the one that we keep watching our Facebook. We're not able to join with today. Of course, we will join them tomorrow by God in power if they don't settle them problem. Yeah. Until we meet again inside another beautiful and lovely edition of the program where we call sorry. I like Blue Mind, I like Blue Mind. But inside another beautiful edition of the program where we call We Had my name na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. APC are the same people. Yeah. For the Ibrahim, good night. Yeah, Kabo Ibrahim, so thank you, bro, for keep us updated. Thank you to Ibrahim Kabo. Ibrahim take on Africa. Good job. Yeah, Ibrahim take on Africa. Big bro, what's up? Thank you very much. Okay, for the Dumbuya, God bless you. Okay, Bakish. Okay, I think they left now. They're tired. They go rest. Thank you very much, guys. We love you all so much. Let God bless the country, Sierra Leone. I can tell you, say one day king na king. If that one day king pull the country, the country they pull. Lord pray let God direct we leader. Let them take win at the right side. Because any one day will they suffer, and people in the suffer. Until we meet again, one love for we country, Sierra Leone. One love for me and you. God bless we all. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.